It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brock Purdy. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the 49ers and the Hawks on Thursday night.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, ready for this battle in the NFC West, a division of haves and have-nots of late, division that's produced the NFC representative to the Super Bowl for 4, Greg, of the last 6 years.
Yeah, it's very top-heavy, and it's really interesting to see kind of how that baton has been passed. San Francisco and L.A., they've really been the belle of the ball over the most recent years. But it wasn't very long ago that the best team in football, arguably, was the Seattle Seahawks. And then you look what's going on down in Arizona. They probably surprised some people last year. They feel like they have their long-term stability at the quarterback position with that new staff. So I wouldn't be surprised if halfway through this year, we look at the NFC West and say, this is one of the better divisions in football.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Third down, Purdy. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
That is fielded at the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy. Let the offense unfold. Trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
From the gun, it's Gino. That is caught. He finds Walker. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Play action now. It's Gino. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they do.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Purdy. That's to the first-round rookie from Florida, Ricky Pearsall. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the air is Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The tight end Fant in motion. Off the play fake, it's Smith. The pressure gets there and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. from the shotgun. Smith. He'll try and get there on the ground. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On 2nd down, it's Gino. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once again. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Braden Willis. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last.
They send a receiver in motion left. The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Kittle's able to secure the catch and bring up a fresh set of downs, and he was the only tight end in the entire league last year, Mike, to go over the 1,000-yard mark, and he only did it in 65 catches. Here's a guy that is an all-pro player year in and year out, and there's not a whole lot in this game that he can't do.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Nice run there by McCaffrey, and the reigning offensive player of the year picks up right where he left off a season ago. Over 2,000 yards for scrimmage. 2nd time he's done that in his career. This is one of the most dynamic players, regardless of position, in the entire NFL.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And what stands out the most about Murphy, Mike, is just his ability to play with leverage. He's quick, he can disrupt, and he is so good against those double teams. 5 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss his last year in college, both career highs. I think he's a young defensive player that has a chance to be really good at the NFL level.
on second down. Purdy. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense, Geno Smith, getting ready for their next possession. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season. The tight end, Fant, in motion. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. This is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on...
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The tight end motioning left here. Play action. Here's Purdy. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Smith. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Smith. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The tight end Fant in motion. Off the play fake. Smith. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Smith. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And he's into the end zone. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 13-7. kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. 1st and 10. Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw again with Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Back to the air is Purdy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again in the air for Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down. Final play of this 1st half. Here's Purdy. Who else? His favorite target. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this weekend, starting with the 2nd of the 3 London games this year, the Jags and Bears from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the Detroit Lions. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants.